Yeah, we're taking the trying to get the drum off. Got to loosen the adjuster up enough so that way the drum comes off. So that's what I'm doing. This is a very tedious job because you can't really tell exactly the position of the adjuster wheel. Well, maybe I can get it loose now. Let's see. Get it off. This is the reason why they break because the studs are filled with rust and threads. All right, that one goes on there, so that's all right. I just figure it's these two here got to be switched. Nope, maybe not. back at the adjuster again. Try to figure out which line is the one that actually gave way. This one looks like it needs to be replaced anyway, without any indication it's all rotted. So that one definitely. Let's see. I don't even know if this one's got a bleeder valve. I don't see one. Wow. Ugh. Let's see, who's that? Yeah, I'm doing all right. I'm out here underneath the car for a change, so I'd like to get that oil pan thing done. But this is one of the things that's been bothering me the most because the studs are broken off. So I gotta take this drum off, which is probably gonna take forever just to get this adjuster off. But it's got to be done, so somehow I got to figure out where the hell the damn thing is so I can get it off of there. I wish they made a tool for this because this is a pain in the butt doing it with a screwdriver. I got to move a hair. It's like this thing is not wide enough. Yes, it is. Yep, sure is. I did a live stream yesterday, and I'm doing another one today. Uh, Problem is, I can't get this adjuster wheel to move. I need the actual proper tool, not a flathead screwdriver like I got here. I can't get a grab on the thing with this. Thanks. Yeah, right now it's in the midst of wet sand. I got to do a one-piece oil pan gasket, and I have to put a couple of, well, not really bolts. I think they're screws. There's a screw that goes into the timing chain cover. Uh, that I got to put back in. Then there's one that goes into the oil pan. But today I have to take the idler arm off in order to get the oil pan to drop out. So that's what I'll have to do today. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to give this a pause and I'm going to start working on that now. Because the sooner I get it done, the sooner this car will run. I got to get this surface rust off of this, the end of this frame rail too. There's not much. It's just surface. It's not cancer. There's no holes in it or anything, and I can't push my finger through it. So for 57 Chevy, that's not bad, you know. So let me get up there in the front. I'm going to reposition the camera that way you guys can see what I'm doing. Because this thing here, I mean, even though it's loose, it's not loose enough to take it off. And I don't know if the drum has a groove in it where the brake shoes are stuck in there or what. So, man, this thing is not in bad shape at all, really. I mean, if I were to get some of the old undercoating off and redo it, wouldn't look bad. Yeah. Well, there's a couple of problems with the car right now because it's not really running. The uh, starter has issues. It's hung up, and gas issues. Like, in other words, it's not the gas tank, because this is actually the original gas tank. Uh, but it's like the carburetor's not dispersing enough gas to keep the car running. Now, it could be the fuel pump. It could be internal gasket that actually dried up or cracked, and that might be preventing it from doing what it should be doing. Uh, then I have to really kind of like restore the inside of the car. I did the door panels. I did the headliner. I fixed the dash. It had holes in it. Somebody cut metal holes out of it. Uh, Square holes or patch, whatever the heck you want to call it. They wanted to put some kind of radio in or something. Welcome, Caleb. How you doing? I'm gonna go up here in the front. I'm gonna readjust the camera so you guys can see what I'm doing. You know, because I got to drop that oil pan. I have to find something to drain some oil in. Maybe I have an old antifreeze jug or something like that. I have to figure out something because I have to get that thing off. Okay. Okay. Pretty sure it's 9/16. Half inch. Uh, 5/8, I think. Yep, 5/8, and this one is what? 14 millimeter. Oh, what the hell I'm doing with millimeters out here? Can't use it on anything. This car doesn't deal with metric. My joints are already hurting me, I can tell. Ugh. Okay. Let's see. All right, let's see. Uh, Might have to squash this down a little bit because for some reason my phone will not adjust sideways. So I have to do this the hard way. Ugh. Let's see. That should be 9/16. Or maybe not. It might be 5/8. I thought it was 9/16. Nope. That is 5/8. Let's see. Where the hell's the one? Double check it just to make sure. I'll have to get up again if I don't have to. Jesus, man, oil is spewing all over the damn place. It's like that oil pan is no damn good or something. I don't get it. It's all over the pipe. See, it's a starter here. Man, it's hard to believe I actually did the work on this car with the position that it's in. Frickin' cobwebs and all that other crap. Jeez, it's been sitting here a while, I guess. Oh yeah, that's right. I wanted to check to see how far in that is. Oh, there's the hole for the bolt right there. I found it. Jesus. Time to go get the bolt. I didn't realize it was so far down to the bottom. Timing chain cover. Oh, I didn't even think I'd be able to get to it. That is. Put that back in. Work along. Seems like it's going to be another hot scorcher today. Uh, uh, I didn't think it was this low to the bottom, really. Yeah, right there. All right, let me go get a flathead screwdriver. I got a small nubby one that I can put that on. All right, let's see. If it's not in here, then it's going to be dash. Oh, there's the one oil pan bolt. Two bolts for the front bumper, I guess. They look like bumper bolts. Maybe it might be in there. Okay, beat the shit out of me. I don't know what the hell is it take. Nothing over here either. Well, that don't make any sense. Why would I take it out of here? A little short, nubby Phillips head screwdriver and a flathead. Ah, let's see who's there. All right. Well, the timing chain cover is not going to come off. It's going to be the oil pan. I don't know how this thing is soaking wet all over the place underneath. Them gaskets really must be pieces of crap because there ain't no reason why that oil pan should be leaky that much, even with a little bit of time. But this car's been up and running. Oh, look at that. An engine mount right there, or a cap mount. This here, I don't know. I think they did the fender a little bit too short. Now, let's see if I can at least tighten that friggin' screw in. Probably not. That's why I wanted a small screwdriver. But yeah, I'm not going to fit that screwdriver in there. Yeah. Yeah, it's not going in. I can't get it to turn anymore. Well, I think this was a waste of time and energy. It's not good when you can't find the tools in order to do the job. And you know you've had the tools in a certain area, but they're not there now. Looks like we're gonna go back to wet sanding. I'm not gonna deal with this. I can't keep getting up and getting up and getting up and getting up and trying to find a friggin' tool that's not around. Plus, I'm tired of having all this crap all over me. It's what I didn't want to have happen. Can't stand having all that crap on me. Change of plans, folks. I'm not digging around all day trying to find tools, so I'm not really not much into getting all the dirt from the ground all over. Oh, how you doing there, Bolin? How's it going up there? Yeah, it's getting hot here too. Hang on a second, I got stuff going in my eyes. Sweat going in my eyes, actually. Well, I was going to do an oil pan gasket, but I can't find the tools as usual. So, other than driving myself nuts and getting aggravated, I just figured I'd go back to wet sanding. There's nothing else. I'm not in the mood to be aggravated by stupid things today. Everybody has their days. This is one of mine. So, well, it has what they call crackled paint, and sometimes with Chevys,
Like my 69 Impala, I had it down to the bare metal. You could see lines in the metal. And for some reason, somebody said something to me to the extent of that kind of metal is worth more. I don't understand how, because it makes your paint job look like it's defective. Um, but the crackles are in this paint too. And I figured, well, maybe if I wet sand it, it'll be a little bit, better, because people were sitting there saying there were like patchy spots and stuff like that, and they were referring it to being my paint job, and I'm like, no, my paint job's normally not like that. They don't come out that way. I've done a numerous amount of cars. I did 67 Charger, a 69 Impala Custom, 64 Volkswagen Bug, a 50 Dodge Coronet, and a 52 Plymouth Cranbrook Club Coupe, and I never had any problems with the paint as far as that goes. Doesn't matter if it's spray bomb or if it's coming out of a jar or whatever you want to call it, or a can. Um, I mean, if I wanted to, what you could do with the so-called spray bomb cans is you can drain it into a gallon jug. You can use a reducer and hardener, and you'll get the same effect as if you did it with store-bought stuff. You just have to know how much you need to put in order to make it work right. So, man, I'm sweating so much. Wet sanded stuff is coming off on me. Too much, too far. Try and turn it this way. Well, you guys can see what I'm doing. I'm gonna bring this over here because I'm gonna do the bottom of this. Yeah, I think it's too hot for me to sit there and work on the oil pan today. I get warm, it won't be so damn hot. Oh, there we go with the intolerable idiots at the park. Lean on the horn, like that's going to make a damn bit of difference, because the state employees won't let you get in there anyway. uh, yeah, exactly. So you can see how it looks. That's what it looks like after you wet sand. I got a lot of wet sanding to do down here on the bottom. Holy cow. Oh, gotta put this up. There we go. That way I can see what you guys are saying. Plus, you can see what I'm doing. And the lower part of the car is the one that gets all the little nicks and everything in it from the road and all that other jazz. Guy was sitting there telling me, he's like, yeah, that's it. Go wet sand with 60 grit. I'm like, no, 600. Stupid. You only go up from there. You don't go down. think what I'm going to do today is I'm going to go to the auto parts store and see if they got a tool to loosen up that adjuster wheel, because I'm tired of working with tools that are set forth in the caveman era. It's like, come on, they got to have upgraded stuff now. 2024. You mean to tell me you can't get a tool in there to loosen or adjust the adjuster wheel or the brake shoes? Damn, this is gonna need a lot of sanding. Where the hell those nicks came from? Ain't from me. Well, actually, if it's hot, it actually should go on better, because kind of like you're already pre-baking it. Like, I could paint a car out here just like this in this temperature, because it's like already 70, 80 degrees here. Anything above 60, yeah. The reason being that it has to be that high is because it adheres to the metal. If it's not at that temperature, you'll get like spider cracking and all that other jazz. Paint will pretty much just peel right up off of it. I had an argument with somebody yesterday about clear coat. I don't personally use clear coat because I've tried it, and clear coat for me has done nothing but peel. Doesn't matter how you prep it. In my mind, it's garbage. It doesn't help. And then he's sitting there making fun of the single stage, and I'm like, well, here's another thing for you to make fun of, pal. I used to, this is a spray bomb. You know? A lot of people don't understand when you're doing something like that, you're doing it to protect the metal, not necessarily a finished product. Especially if it's your own car. It's like better than having nothing on it. Some of these people you can't reach because they're so pig-headed. They think they have all the answers, and their mind is not open to new avenues or new ways of thinking. But I look at it this way: do whatever you want. Ultimately, it's what you do, and if it works for you, good. But don't knock me for what works for me. That's what I'm saying. People were trying to figure out the other day what is a Craigslist rebuild. It's a joke. What it is that they're saying that Craigslist stuff is usually so crappy that nobody can tell that it is garbage. So, but some people, like I said, you can't reach, you can't talk to them. Even them touching them upside the back of the head ain't going to help because they're too damn dense. You know, why does it smell like somebody's barbecuing already? It's not even 9 o'clock. And everybody's like, well, why don't you do your wet sanding with the after you take the chrome pieces off? Because I don't feel like it. It's not really going to mess them up that bad anyway. You take a piece of steel wool and it cleans it right up off of it. Uh, went down to 3, huh? Maybe it might have been the wrong time to do this. I don't know. A lot of people aren't up the hours I'm up. I'm up at 3 in the morning. And a lot of people don't understand that you don't put pressure on the sandpaper. You have to let the sandpaper do the work for you. And those are bad. I don't know how the hell those got in there. And I might have to sand the bottom of these doors down. Got to replace this metal anyway because it looks like shit. I have to run to the store and get metal for that too. I don't know where the hell these damn nicks came from. It doesn't make sense to wet sand it if it's not up the floor. Be right back. Gotta find some sandpaper. Yeah, you won't believe what I got here. let's see, what is it? When I used to work for a school, they were closing down the woodshop class. Sanding paper. So let's see, what is it? C18. So this stuff is really coarse, but my doors have got nicks in them. Let's see, shit. No, this, yeah, it is the same shit. Okay. So this is actually wood sanding paper, but like I said, paint don't know the difference. And you know, when you got gouges in the side of your doors, for what reason you have no idea. Well, then you have to do something about it. At least bring it down to it being smooth anyhow. Probably should have waited till it dried, but free paper, what do I care? You can't see that when you're standing up. I don't know if you're going to see it on the camera either, but we'll try. You see that? That's what's actually got to be sanded. There's like nicks from something. I have no idea. Don't mind doing body work. I don't like doing engine work. And I've been throughout that whole engine working on it, so yeah. Got to bring this down to a low roar. Right now, it's at a screaming point. Like I said, you don't need to put pressure on the sandpaper. Let the sandpaper do the work for you. Otherwise, you have like what I call craters in the rest of the paint area. So if you do it smooth enough, then you won't have that problem. And anytime you're standing, you always do it in an X axis, because if you do it one way and you just keep doing it one way, it's not going to make it smooth. You're going to have some high points and some low points in the paint. And I would rather have it even instead of awkward. And remember, once you sand it down, you will be able to repaint over it again. But then you have to wet sand it in order to blend it in. Uh, Nobody here now. Must have got bored. And the reason why I do that with my hand with the sandpaper is to knock off any little blobs of paint that get stuck in the granules of the sandpaper. Just in case anybody wanted to know. Yeah. Yeah, I still got about a layer or two in order to go before I can get this. I don't know how this wound up getting like this. It shouldn't be like that. No, ain't nobody saying nothing, so I'm assuming we got probably three people in here that I probably don't care for. One of them would be Uncle Brian. The other one would be Fast Stang Douchebag. And oh, the other would be John Wilbur. Yeah, not working on the oil pan. Listen up, you three. Not working on the oil pan because it's too darn hot. Seems like every time I get ready to go and do some work on a car, tools that I need are not readily accessible. I can't find them. And I'm not about to go driving myself nuts trying to find what's missing. But they should have been underneath the hood. You know, where you guys are saying I leave my garbage when it's not garbage, it's actually tools. Maybe you should open your eyes and shut your mouth. Hey now. Well, better that I do it now than have to do it later. Again. All right. I've been on here for an hour already, huh? That's nice and smooth. There's a tractor. Front end. Morning, David. How are you? And we got paint chips all over the screen of the phone. I found some defective spots in the paint, so I might have to do a little touch-up job. See right there, and then if you look at the side of this door here, all that's got to be sanded down. I'm going to take this out of here anyway, this metal, and redo it because I got really sloppy, and plus it didn't size up here. It didn't finish going to the end of the door, so I got to redo that. So if we're going to take that out and redo it. Let's see, maybe I can do this. I'll fit through the door. Maybe. Okay. Oh, so I actually have some sandpaper. And when I worked for the school, they were closing the woodshop class. There you go. It's not the right kind of sandpaper, but for this, it's better than nothing because it'll help get all that defectiveness out of the paint. I just got to get up here and go to the back of the door. Hold on. Oh. That up here. I like these things. You can put them anywhere. So probably what I'm going to do today is run out to the store and get some metal. I have to get some gasket sealant. Now that spot up in front looks like I took care of it pretty well. Not seeing anything. Yeah, well, maybe long after I leave this house, but I just wish it would stop breaking down, after I do one thing, another thing starts to snowball. That's what they call it, the snowball effect. When you're dealing with a car this old, and it's mostly stock, you know, things break down. And I guess that the last people that owned this car thought that they could keep everything original. And that's not the case. You can't keep everything original on a car that's 65 years old. You have to buy new stuff for it sometimes. I even tried to get that rear drum off. That didn't work either. The adjuster wheel is loose, but at the same time, it's not loose enough to get the drum off. And I'm not going to sit there and pound the hell out of it with a sledgehammer and break it. There's more of it right here. Jesus. Where the hell? It's not even peeling paint. It's nicked. Like somebody took a screwdriver and gouged the hell out of it. And my arm's getting tired too from doing this. Yeah. Hell, man. Maybe I'm thinking too much into this. Maybe I'm too busy trying to make this look like a perfect little automobile, and it has other plans of saying, hell no, ain't never going to happen. Nothing left in that. Garbage. Ah. Yep. I'm gonna have to repaint the car all over again. Thing looks like a mess. Gouges out on the bottom of this door here. And I just found some up top too. I'm not very happy with that. I don't know why that's like that. It shouldn't be. There's another piece peeling up. What the fuck? Well, folks, I think that's going to be enough for now. It's really starting to get hot out here. Unbearably hot. Leave this out here. I have no idea how this cord wound up wrapping itself into a knot around the extension cord. Absolutely makes no sense. Anyway, she's a mess. That right there, all this down here. Then I got that right there. Then I got to sand that down there. That don't look good either. Probably have to paint the whole frickin' car all over again. And it's got nothing to do with my prep. It's got to do with the paint that was underneath. It might be lead paint. So, man, I got paint over the frickin' screen too. Little dots all over the place. Plus, I haven't even had my coffee yet. I'm going back inside. I'm going to have my coffee. So, I might be on later. I might do another live stream. Apparently, I'm not doing enough of those. Yeah, I'm feeling all right. Uh, I'm out there doing something, but it's not exactly what I had planned. I was going to do the oil pan gasket, but every time I get ready to do some work underneath the car, it's either there's a ton of dirt underneath it, or I don't have the tools right at my disposal like I thought I would. So, yeah. I've been out here for an hour and a half, according to the um, live time. So I'm going to go back in. I haven't even had my coffee. I need to have that. So probably later on this afternoon, I have to go pick up some other stuff from hardware store like sheet metal, and I want to redo the bottom of that back door because it looks like shit. Take that old metal off and measure it out, and then I want to do the wheel wells, and I want to do the dog legs on that car. Get that out of the way too, so that way it looks better and it don't look so shitty. I mean, if I'm going to get to the oil pan gasket sooner or later, and there's oil all over that oil pan, so I don't know how in the hell it got that damn messy. Um, I'm thinking it was literally the gasket in the oil pan, because if that oil pan gasket sealed, it wouldn't have black, greasy looking oil all over it. But in any event, folks, I'm going to get off of here for a little bit. I'll have my coffee and wake up for a little bit. I guess I was in a mood to do some sanding, and now I'm tired. So from sitting out here in this heat, and I'll catch you in another one later. I'll do a live again later, maybe once the heat settles down a little bit, and I don't feel like I'm going to pass out over it. All right, folks, have a great day. Enjoy your Sunday. Be safe, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye bye now. Hey, Knucklehead, you are here, huh? What's up, man? I was just about ready to cancel it, and I seen that. I was like, who the hell's that? Yeah, I'm taking a breather. I'm done for the morning. I was out there sanding the car because there was a bunch of gouges in the paint, not like peeling paint, but looked like somebody took a screwdriver and tried to pop pieces out of it. So I may have to paint the whole friggin' car all over again. And I was going to do the oil pan gasket, but the problem with that was, as soon as I got up underneath there, I wasn't even sure what the hell tools I was supposed to use. And whatever I have underneath the hood, where somebody else calls it my garbage truck, like I put garbage in there, when really it's tools. Um, I couldn't find what I was looking for. I was looking for a flathead screwdriver because I found the hole for the one screw that was up on the intake. But I couldn't find a flathead screwdriver for that. And then I decided against putting that one bolt back in the oil pan because I'm taking it off. So what the hell's the point in putting it back in? Um, but I'm not sure if it's the rear main or not, but the oil pan is a complete and utter mess. Like, in other words, where it's orange, it looks black, and there's oil all over the exhaust down there. There's oil in the front where the harmonic balancer is, and just literally everywhere, all up underneath. So I'm not even sure if it's a rear main. It might just be the oil pan, because the 4-piece gaskets that they make is garbage, literally. And that's why I got the 1-piece. So I'm going to replace that whenever I get around to getting up underneath it. But I'm getting out of here, so I'll be back later. I'll go live then. Probably around 2 in the afternoon. It's about, I don't even know what the hell time it is. I think it's about 8. I'll see you later. Have a good one. Be safe.